Hi, friends. How are you today? So good to see you as always. Oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite people in the entire world. So this is going to be fun. Grab some wine because you're going to learn a lot and you'll have a good time. You have some laughs. So anyway, welcome, Shona Bascon of Gotcha Covered Galleria Uptown.
Yes, correct.
Hey. We got off to a great start. So Shona specializes in window treatments, and I'm going to brag on her. She did our window treatments. They are gorgeous. She's super to work with. She works with any budgets and has great ideas. And let me reiterate, she's great to work with, which makes a big difference. Well, the video's done. All right. Well, it's so nice to see you. Thank you for joining me today.
Yes. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I love doing your shades. Those are so beautiful and bright. And then the ones upstairs were, the blue, and those were so nice. It was interesting how Brendan had said, "Oh, it's like earth on the bottom, the green, and then the sky on the second floor." So it was really fun doing that.
Yeah, never thought of that. That's interesting.
Yeah. And those are cool shades because you do any color, and you picked a great color.
So I'm telling you, this is customizable and easy. So tell us a little bit about it.
So we do anything. We can do roller shades, shutters, blinds, draperies, things like that. And for you, we did roller shades that you can pick any paint color from Sherwin-Williams or Benjamin Moore, and they can actually print that color on the rollers for you. They can even print artwork or photographs. And yeah, so really, really cool stuff. So you can really have customization if you want it. But you don't want to do that and you're like, oh, I just want like a blue or a beige. We've got vendors that have all that as well. So in all different textures and patterns. So we carry her Douglas, and we have Graber, we have Lafayette, Farm Cocoa, Fabrica. Oh, I can't name them all. There's so many of them.
Well, there are a lot, but you shouldn't be intimidated because she'll really help you narrow down what works best for your house. She's not going to give you 5,000 patterns and say, go at it. No, there's a real discussion. She comes to your house and looks around and really figures out what's best for your life and your lifestyle.
Yeah, that's right. I asked a lot of questions because I want to understand, how do you use the room? Where's furniture going to be if it's not in the house and it's a brand new house? Those type of things. Yeah. So it is fun. And then you get to know your clients much better. And you were a fun client.
I paid her to say that. So what's behind you? I'm curious.
Well, these are different fabric companies. So we've got this is some RM Cocoa outdoor fabric. Yeah. And then we've got some beautiful fabrics here from another company. And it's just, a whole bunch of different colors. So this is how we help kind of narrow down what colors you want, the feel, the fabric, the texture, those type of things. And so that's all just different samples. And those are just a portion of it. I have a whole nother room with a lot of other fabric samples. So
anything to fit your taste and your lifestyle. There.
Yeah, we have it for drapes, you do cornices, we have it for upholstery. So, maybe you have a little ottoman or something that you want to keep, you love, but you don't like the fabric anymore, or it's faded. You can get new fabric for it. We can help you with that.
So you mentioned drapes and rollerblades. So that's just not all modern. You do all sorts of styles.
Yeah. Yes, we do. We can do Victorian. We can do, transitional. We can do glam. You can even, if you like those little scallops on the end of your roller shades or on a cornice, we can do that. So, and we can be creative. We can, create some new things or new styles for you. Sometimes you have really weird angles in houses and you have to figure out, okay, how are we going to make this look good and get the coverage that they want? So
tell us about the importance of what a difference the shades or window covering makes in your house.
Oh, makes a huge difference. I mean, one thing, it just, looks beautiful, right? But it also helps reduce the heat transfer in the windows, because after you fix your AC and you get your AC running perfect, your biggest heat loss is going to be through your windows. And the biggest heat gain coming through the windows, but on a day like this in the summer when it's 100 degrees, is through the window and the doors, right? So the roller shades help keep that down, Roman shades, any kind of treatment in the window helps with that. If you have a double treatment, which is kind of a shade in the window and then a drapery that goes over that, that's another layer, that helps reduce that heat transfer. And a lot of people, they say they don't want drapes or panels because they say, oh, well, it's not I just don't want that because I want a clean look. And it is nice, but they also help frame the window. And another thing that people need to think about is sometimes windows are very unsquare in Houston. They're all drywall finished. They're not straight. And when you put a shade in there, sometimes you get these gaps, and the bigger gaps, maybe at the bottom or at the top or in the middle. And they're like, well, why do I have those gaps? Well, it's uneven. But if you have a nice side panel, it covers that, and then the window looks beautiful and you don't see that. So, and it keeps the light from, it keeps more light out of the room too. Like in the early morning when you're trying to wake up and you don't want to be hit by sunlight, well, you've got a panel in there and it kind of reduces the sunlight coming in. It helps with that.
That's great. And you, so talk to me about the commercial aspect.
Yeah, so we do commercial, small and mid-size. So that is mostly going to be, roller shades that are continuous cord loop. They might be motorized, depending on the building and the use of the building. You have midi blinds, and then they will do draperies, and they'll do panels and side panels. So it depends on, is it hospitality or is it a commercial building or a restaurant? Restaurants will do a lot of drapes. So we do that as well. So we can do small to mid size. We don't want the big, huge skyscrapers. We're not there yet. One day.
And you also do protective, I forgot the word for it, the hurricane shutters.
Yes, we do hurricane shutters. That's right. And we also do security shutters for businesses if they need them for their outside of their businesses to keep from breaking in, or even the storm coming. So the hurricane shutters are great. A lot of people are like, well, I have impact windows, and that's great, windows, but you also want that hurricane shutter in there to keep the salt water out, because the salt water really eats away at your windows and the screws that are holding them in place. So that really helps keep that off of your window and keeps them clean, so that when you get down there and you want to enjoy it, then, they're all beautiful. You don't have to sit there and clean them so you can see out, because you really get a film on there from all that salt water. And they can be controlled remotely. So, say you left and there was no hurricane coming in and you decided, oh, I'm going to leave my hurricane shutters open. And you get into Houston, it's like, oh no, this, something just popped up in the Gulf and we're going to get a hurricane. You can just get on your phone and close them if they're motorized. So that's really nice.
Let me speak about the motorized shades. Every single day, Mark and I say, we love these shades, and they're motorized. And let me tell you, we travel a lot, so we can open and close them remotely. And we have them closed during the day, halfway for the sun. And it is just programmed, and it is phenomenal. I didn't realize how much we were going to love these motorized shades.
Yeah, aren't they wonderful? I mean, I tell everybody that's considering them, you won't use your remote, and you probably won't even use your phone after you set your scenes up.
Yeah.
And because once you set your scenes up, they come up and down automatically every day. And then we've done voice activation. So I don't know if you've done yours yet, but we'll talk about that offline to do that. So always say when we're getting ready, I don't want to say it too loud because it might do it, but I just say, good night, and then it closes all the shades for us.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Mark will love that.
And it's really great because during the heat of the day here, they automatically open in the morning. Then when it starts getting really heat, we just say good night, and then it keeps the house very cool. So
I didn't know that. So I love motorized. So, and you also do outdoor, correct?
We do outdoor roller shades. Yes, we do outdoor awnings that go in and out. So you don't, they're not fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do outdoor draperies. Mm-hmm.
So if you have a sunny spot in your yard and you're out there sitting it, you can get drapes that cover it, and so you can enjoy the outside without being blasted by the sun.
That's right. If you have a pergola or a porch, you can do that. That's really nice. We also, very interestingly enough, have hurricane roller shades. So you put them down on your patio, and if a hurricane is coming in, it can stay down during the hurricane because they can withstand hurricane strength winds. and you don't have to remove any of your patio furniture. You can leave it there. So, yeah, and the water, if the water comes in, it just rolls down the roller shade. So, very nice.
So basically they do everything. And they do it well. And I'm telling you again, you will love working with them. It is just, it's fun, and she's lovely, and she really is A+ customer service. So.
Okay, great.
So you're welcome. You're welcome. So what's the best way to contact you? A phone number, email, whatever you feel comfortable sharing, and the best way to reach you.
Yeah, I think probably my phone number, because my email is so long. So the phone number is 713-331-9427.
Very good. And you said it's slow for old people like me, so I could write it down.
Yes.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for being here. I knew I was going to look forward to this and I could chat for another hour, but I don't think somebody's
You're welcome.
I don't know what they're missing. So thank you very much. Thank you, friends. Be safe and be well, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.